she is. She took a little tumble inside the box there. That's supposed to be sitting like that. That's what $4 grand looks like. So got to take the weight off of that one, but we don't have to take that nipple off of the DPF, so that's good. And it's got the studs for the injector, so that's good. The cab and chassis and the pickup trucks are different. This is the number because this is for a cab and chassis. that is that. So that one is stripped. Ready to go back as a core. We got this thing in here. And, you know, the way I did it doesn't mean the way it has to be done. There's a bunch of different ways. You could take this piece out, go from there to there, and then you can leave the cross member in and just kind of thread it through. Or you can leave this piece in completely and just kind of pry it back and take the cross member out and then come straight down with it. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just took them both out because it depends on what kind of hurry you're in. I'm never in a hurry, so I just took them both out. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love working in the South. I was able to take every sensor out and every fastener out without any trouble, no heat, no welding, no anything. It just makes life so much easier. You gotta deal with the heat, but you know, other than that, it's nice. All right, so say that a lot. I always say alright, so. Alright, so the only thing we got left to do is we got to reset all the monitors to tell the computer that we have a brand new system in here. And then we're going to talk about why this failed and how to prevent it. Alright, we got this thing all booted up. Got plenty of glare for you. Let's go down here to powertrain, service functions, SCR system, and then we want to do a parameter reset. Carry out this monitor has been replaced. Yes. Key on. Yes. Test complete. Key off. Alright, let's go back. Let's go to this guy. Let's do a parameter reset on that. Make it tell me to turn the key on. Key on. Success. Key off. Let's go back and try to do our dock one more time. Key on. Alright, we're good. So I want to know if we can do a commanded, operator commanded regen. So let's go in here and see if we can find that. Powertrain. Another hot one today. Alright, let's see here. Drive line, traction control, secondary generator, speed control, engine shut down, snow plow. Nothing in there. Let's get out of that. Let's go back. See what fuel does for us. Nothing. Let's go to personality. There we go. Forced regeneration request. Alright, so let's just see here. Belt minder, cluster compass, cruise speed, engine hour, engine idle hour, Alright, so let's enable that. So we'll click on that old girl, click enabled. Key is on. It's going to take a minute. Auto configuration complete. Wow, it's fast. So let's just see if it took. So let's go back here, personality. And force regeneration request is enabled. Okay, so let's get out of here. Let's go to toolbox, self-test. And let's do a self-test on the powertrain. Should have a boatload of exhaust clogged up codes. Oh man. Now I didn't look at that DPF hose, see if there's any junk in there. So let's just retest. Make sure our reading is good after I clear these codes. There's a lot of crud on those first two EGT sensors because they were ahead of the DPF, the particulate filter, and that hose is also. But when I took it off, you know, nothing really come rolling out of there. All right, those are permanent codes, so they'll clear out after 2 million key cycles. We're not gonna worry about them. Go to data logger. Let's recheck our exhaust pressure on this new filtration system. Camera does not like when that thing switches. So we want inferred pressure and voltage. Let's start it up. And we got 0.07. Give it a little throttle. And we're down below a pound, so we're good. Roll it out. So the last thing I'm gonna do is take this thing for a rip. And you know, it's like, okay, why did this happen? What can they do differently? Usually it's just crappy fuel, or the operator's just not, you know, operating the vehicle to where it can do a regen. Lots of idle time. Now this one I checked hours, and man, it's exceptional. I mean, there's no PTO on this truck or anything. So, and I know the driver, I don't think he lets it sit around with the AC on all day when he's at a job site. Matter of fact, he came up here the other day and had to work on something, and as soon as he pulled in the light, he shut the truck right off and worked out of the truck on, one of the rollbacks was broke down. He was working on it. Cetane booster, you know, I mean, we can't control what we get for fuel, but they could run some cetane booster in there. I mean, everything else is working correctly. The EGR is working correctly. There's no engine leaks, so nothing poisoned the filtration system. So, I mean, maybe it was saying it's doing a cleaning the filter and he was just shutting it off. I don't know, who knows, but we're not gonna worry about it. We're gonna let it roll. If you want to check a neat little calculation for checking your hours to see the health of the truck, I'll show you this real quick. I had to use a calculator because I'm pretty bad at math. So bring up our little calculator here, and we're punching the mileage. So our mileage is 151,473. So punching 151,473. We're going to divide that by our hours. So we come up here and we hit setup. Alright, we set to clear. So hit setup, reset to check. Oops. We just scroll through until we get our hours. Our engine hours are 4,078. So we punch in 4,078. And we get 37. So what that's saying is that this truck averages 37 miles an hour, which is pretty good. So you take your engine mileage divided by your engine hours, and you get your average miles per hour. Some of the worst ones, it's like 10 miles an hour, average of 10 miles. That's really bad. And this one's on par for, usually typically 4,000 hours is 100,000 miles. 8,000 hours is 200,000 miles. And this thing's got 150,000 miles with just over 4,000 hours. So it keeps it in the wind. And then the last one we can do, so we'll clear this out. We punch our mileage in. 151,473. We're going to divide that by our idle hours. So we'll go back here and hit setup again. Set clear, setup. Scroll through. We get our idle hours, 971. Punch in 971. We get 155.9. What that's saying is that for every hour that this truck idles, it's driven 156 miles, which there again is really good. I mean, that's a lot of miles. I mean, a bad one would be 40 miles. Every time it idles for an hour, it's driven 40 miles. That's getting right back to. In that case, it's you got to service the engine off of hours, not mileage. So we're all done with this thing. I want to go take it for a rip, make sure there's no codes. You guys don't need to bother with that. You guys can do something else, and I'll take care of that mediocre stuff. And appreciate you tuning in, and we're gonna move on to something different.